Hola, soy Ricardo y hoy es mi primer día. Me han dicho que al llegar pregunte por recursos humanos.
Hola Ricardo, bienvenido a Pernod Ricard. ¿Te esperas un momento, por favor?
Claro.
Hola Ricardo, bienvenido.
Hola, estoy muy feliz de estar aquí. Fíjate cómo será que desde que me llamaste, allá por donde voy, busco nuestras marcas.
Te veo ya muy comprometido, ¿no? ¿Tienes ganas de empezar?
Hombre, estoy para darlo todo.
Fenomenal. Pues vamos lo primero a ver a tu jefe.
Vale. I've been in the same position for 2 years, and I haven't promoted yet. What can I do? ¿Qué está pasando?
Have any of you been in a similar situation before?
Oh,
Nobody?
yes.
Okay, a few people there. Well, we have. So that's why we created Ricardo. We needed our managers to know that the way they address these situations has a direct impact on what we at Pernod Ricard think is the key part on any manager's role, which is managing a team.
In Pernod Ricard, we started a cultural transformation 3 years ago, and it's still running. In this process, managers have been identified as a key change lever. However, at that time, our managers were still too focused on daily tasks rather than on strategy, and as Lide mentioned, on a key part of the role, at least for us, which is managing people. Leadership, strategy alignment, and people management were obviously not topics that came into focus at that particular time. In fact, we had been working on those for a long time. We had developed many initiatives around those topics for a long time. But it was in this process when we realized that what we had done so far with traditional training mainly was clearly not enough. At that time, we still had to make our managers aware of the importance of the key scope of their role in terms of employee engagement and when it comes to conveying the company objectives and values. And how did we do it? You know, the spirits industry is exciting, is glamorous, but it's also demanding and very challenging. And this is something we like very much. We like to challenge the way we do things.
Oh.
In the team, we have those special moments when we just sit down and share the craziest ideas. And it may sound normal, but believe me, when I say crazy ideas, they really are. So it was during one of those sessions when Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi?
Yes, a Tamagotchi got into the scene.
Tamagotchi, sorry.
We thought, what if we could replicate the Tamagotchi concept for people management?
Wow.
And that's how gamification naturally fitted our change management strategy, as naturally as the Tamagotchi eventually became what we have today, Ricardo.
Okay. Hi. Hi.
We wanted you all to have the most real experience as possible. That's what we brought in with us. But of course, don't panic. The real thing is to have him on your phone, not to carry him around with you all day. That would be really weird, okay? So Ricardo is a people development app through which we defy our managers to become the ideal Pernod Ricard managers. It's a game-based experience that challenges them, that helps them develop their team developing skills and also to compete to be their best. The storyline behind Ricardo, it's a storyline that has been created working together with a big group of Pernod Ricard managers sharing the situations and the stories we've all been through throughout our career, you know, because there's really many real situations that we put into Ricardo. And it's very simple to use. It's super simple to use. Just go down memory lane. I bet more than half of the room have ever had a Tamagotchi before, right? No?
You are very young, Lide.
No, I'm not. Not that young. Okay, well, with this I just mean that the Tamagotchi just got hungry or thirsty, but Ricardo just measures two other variables. Ricardo measures the development and the engagement and the performance. So the better your answers to his questions are, the more, the higher will be his performance and development rates would be.
I'm sorry, my English is very bad. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable with my new calling, and I don't want to work with him.
Again, another situation I'm sure, at least in HR, many of us have had to face at least once. What do you think what the manager's reaction should be? As you can see on the screen, the app provides 2 to 4 possible answers. Some are good, some are bad, and some are, as we say in Spanish, in between. No matter what the final choice is on the answer, Ricardo provides a brief feedback on what the expected behavior should be. Because at the end of the day, what we want is our managers to understand why, whether they choose one answer or the other, it has a direct impact on either and/or engagement and performance.
Oh my God.
And it has really an impact, and that's how we get to have a sense on how they're doing, on how our managers are inspiring and moving their teams into action, and ultimately by empowering them, it's all about empowerment, how they deliver company results. But of course, most of you would think that working on based on a feeling or on a sense is not businesslike at all. Fortunately, there is a great team behind this project, and our app has a real sound basis with 3 pillars. First, the situations. The situations that the managers have to face have been designed around our key HR processes, for example, the performance review, our main corporate milestones, such as, for example, the preparation of our strategic plan, and business as usual situations day to day. This gives us more or less 200 situations assessed in 7 categories aligned with the Pernod Ricard leadership model.
Yes.
Second, the duration of the game. It simulates 2 full fiscal years, that is 24 months, 24 days, sorry, and each day representing a month. All the situations, those 200 situations, have been scattered throughout this period, making Ricardo a full member of your team. And third, though we've heard yesterday that gamification is not all about competition, for us it's been really important. And it's been really important because it's triggered stronger motivation, stronger engagement, and an open and transparent rivalry between the players, between our managers competing against each other, with one single objective, and that is embodying the Pernod Ricard manager role.
Boah.
On top of that, you can interact with Ricardo, let's say in a friendly way. You can invite him to a football match, you can take him out for dinner, you can even care about him, show you care about him when he looks down. In fact, nothing really to boast about, but it's business as usual, just as you would do if Ricardo was a real member of your team.
What do I earn less than my colleagues if we do the lane jobs? Job.
Well, again, this is another situation to showcase the variety of topics that we can address with Ricardo. But we think that no project is successful unless it adds value to the stakeholders and it brings something new to the table. So this is why this weird word that just came up on the screen, we like to focus on the WIFs. And the WIFs is nothing else than, it just stands for what's in it for. We analyzed what each person involved in this project got out of it.
Oh
So
my God.
For example, oh my God, yes.
Yes.
For example, what's in it for the managers? In this case, the managers are the players, the ones who play Ricardo. They get to learn. They get to develop their management skills. They get to do it in a fun way, in an engaging way, and actually learning how to develop their team. They do this on the job. I mean, I'm sure we all prefer to actually do things rather than just listening to them. So Ricardo allows you to learn on the job. Technically said, this is just moving your motivation to learn from extrinsic to intrinsic. So what's in it for the organization? Well, Ricardo, it's a very powerful tool to engage the company's strategy with a key group of employees. Of course, we had to sell this project in-house, so we had to monetize the project. And I can tell you that it's very cost and time efficient. We can't forget that we do work for Pernod Ricard, which is a private-owned company with shareholders to whom we actually have to give answers somehow. So even though Ricardo's goal is to improve the manager's people development skills or abilities, our ultimate goal is, through Ricardo, to actually have a positive impact on the business, on our business. These are a few numbers just to showcase what we've measured so far. The time and cost savings are quite self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into it. I just want to take 2 seconds to explain that 3% we see on the screen. That just means that in our performance reviews, the performance reviews rated as excellent have grown 3% from last year to this year on the key group that has already been through Ricardo, which is a group of approximately 40 managers. Also, we don't want to forget that in this digital era we're all going through somehow, though most of you are probably way ahead of us, for big companies, in this case particularly for Pernod Ricard, these kind of actions are a way to introduce all these trends into our ways of working, rather than just seeing that there may be a trend there, so blindly following that trend without really integrating it into your strategy or your training plan or your anything really. So this is why we found a way to put it together and integrate it within our ways of working.
Yes.
And also we need to address what's in it for the team, because of course every manager has a team. And every team has a manager. So this is basically like asking, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Because if the managers improve their leadership skills, improve their team management skills, they will have a more engaged team, a more developed team, and a better performing team. But also, if the team is more performing, is well developed, and is engaged, we will, in the end, for sure have a pool of powerful future managers. So this is really a win-win situation for everybody. And we can't go without saying that there's much more to it than what we see. There's much more to it than the actual app, you know? Behind that, there's all this data we can extract. Not only the competition ingredient that Melanie highlighted, because that's very important, and we've proved that it was very useful in our case, but also here we want to address that the data we extract, we can know who downloaded Ricardo on the first day, who did it on the third day, or who never did it, the answers they give to any question, the 7 categories we have, and how each person did on each one of them. And with all that data, what we use it for is to create individual development plans for the people that play Ricardo in this case.
So far, 45 top managers have played Ricardo with excellent results. Although he's a bit nasty. The next phase is being rolled out just as we speak, targeting 80 managers in the organization. And from what we've heard so far, we can expect also very good results.
Okay.
What we've learned from this experience is that if you want to obtain different results, if you want to change something, you have to change the way you address it. You have to change your approach.
Thank you.
And this is what we did in Pernod Ricard. We had a key and recurrent business issue, which was managing people, and we chose to address it in an innovative way. What we accomplish is that now our managers are much more aware. We still have a long way to go, but our managers are much more aware of the fact that how they relate with their teams has an impact and favors high-performing teams, and ultimately, and again, I'm repeating with what Lide said just earlier, it has an impact on our P&L. To end with, we're almost done. To end with, I'd like to say that one of the key success factors of this project has been that gamification naturally fits into our culture. Naturally fits into our culture. We are créateurs de convivialité. That is, we create and love to share enjoyable moments with our customers, bien entendu, but first and foremost with our employees. We hope that the three of us, Lide, Ricardo, and myself,
Yes.
have been able to convey the passion we've put into this project. We'll be happy to share our experience with you all later on, or tonight, obviously, with one of our brands in hand. And until then,
Ricardo.
come out of the phone.
Oh my God.
Venga, dale, ven.
Oh my God.
Dale.
Melanie. I love you. I love you. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo dale. Photo?
Photo.
Why not?
Ah, photo is photo. Oh my God.
Can you all smile to be in our picture, please?
Yes, yes. iPhone. Okay.
Wait.
Okay. Oh. Hey, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. My mother. Come on, baby.